What is up, guys? This is Harv with Harv's Corner. Today, we're going to go over taming a Griffin. Hey, Pookie. Griffin taming. Alright, so this is the second installment on our taming. Oh, hey, buddy, you're following me, aren't you? Aren't you? You probably shouldn't do that, because we're going to fall off this rock and make us look really stupid. Yeah. Alright. There we go. Where was I? Ah, yes. Griffins. Introduced in when the Ragnarok map came out. Another one of these mythical creatures. Looks pretty gnarly, right? This guy has a lot of really cool abilities. Taming it can be a little tricky, but I'm going to talk about the best way that I tame him, and it seems to be the easiest one for me. To start off, let's talk about this guy's benefits and why you might want to tame one of these to begin with. They're carnivore flyers. Like most flyers in this game, they eat meat. They have good speed, pretty decent speed. If you get a decent level 1, they're going to have decent stamina as well. Their base flying speed doesn't seem all that fast, but when you combine it with this sweet little ability, they start to get very maneuverable and also very fast. They can cover a lot of ground very quickly. These guys are fast, and you can also incorporate this super speed with a dive bomb attack that gives you a massive damage output when you hit the target. In the air, normally their attack power isn't very great. I'd say it's that and the RG are about on par, pretty much. This isn't going to replace like a wyvern style flying stopping power machine. A couple of cool features about this is that A, no saddle needed to ride this guy. B, it is a 2-person ride, so you can have somebody on the back shooting, gunning, sightseeing, whatever. And also the driver can fire from this as well, so now you got a pretty good mobile taming mount with no need for a saddle. And to be honest, it's fairly easy to tame if you do it the right way. The problem with griffins out in the wild, they're aggressive. They attack everything. They go after everything. So it's very important to find them, locate them, build a trap a little ways away where none of the hostile dinos are at, where you can kite it back. Now for this one, I used the Tapajar, mainly because the Tapajar is very agile and very maneuverable. It helps trying to guide the griffin to where I want to go. So what I did is I started building a trap with dino gates. I line those dino gates up and I put doors on either side. Now I'm using the S Plus model on this server, so the doors, I have to set the doors to auto open and close. If you don't have this option for you, there's 2 other ways to do this. You can either open and close the doors by yourself. You just have to be very quick to do those. Or you would have to hop off, run between the gates on the outside, and hope that whatever you left inside with the griffin survives the attack. Getting these things to chase you is not hard. They run after everything. And as you can see, this guy has no problem chasing me around. Once I get it caught inside of the gate, it's very simple. You get out the other end, you let the door close on it, and it's trapped inside the gate. These things can't hurt stone structures, so it's very easy to knock them out. Once they're inside of there, you can pretty much do it at your own pace. Just make sure you don't get too close so they can attack you. It can be a little weird at first because their wings kind of produce this dust off the ground to make it a little bit harder to see. So be prepared to bring maybe a couple more trank darts than you might, just in case you miss a couple of shots. Once he's good and knocked out, and this guy was a fairly low level, so that's a pretty quick tame. Feeding it meat is the best way to tame it. Obviously, the better quality meat, the better tame effectiveness you're going to get. If you have the access to extraordinary kibble, that is what these guys want for kibble. So it's kind of an expensive kibble. The benefits to taming one of these, it's fast. It's fast, maneuverable. The ability to get in and out of wherever you need to get to there's not much that moves fast like Griffin fast. The ability to dive bomb and use that ability to swoop up and regain your momentum makes these things incredibly quick. Their carry weight is not that great. These are not going to be hauling dinos for you. Plus, they're also something that can also move around on the ground fairly better than most flyers can walking around. They can pick up some things, not very many very light things, sort of like the Pteranodon, very small things it can pick up and carry. So essentially, you could have 3 people riding this. It could be carrying one while one's riding behind the driver. All in all, the Griffin's pretty cool. You cannot breed these. They come out as a gender NA, so you can't actually breed these guys. That is kind of a bummer, so I would say wait it out, try to find the higher levels of the ones that are spawning on your server before you go ahead and make the thing to tame it. Having one of these makes it a little bit easier to tame other ones. You get it, especially if you're not doing this alone, you could have several people riding around with you on the Griffin trying to shoot the other one down. That's definitely an option. with their dive bomb attack, making them very fast. They're kind of useful for trying to take down larger, faster things like a Quetzal to try to knock it out and tame it. Also makes taming things on the ground, flying up above it, a lot easier. The ability to shoot from a flyer is pretty amazing, and up until this point in this game, this is the only flyer you can do it from without running mods. The Pteranodon, the Tapijar, the Argentavis, and even the Wyvern were all flyers, and the Lymantria were all flyers that you couldn't shoot from. They didn't have any of those. The Griffin opened up that possibility for solo flying and shooting, which makes PvP dogfighting a little interesting as well. That's it in a nutshell. That's the Griffin. A fun mount, an awesome mount, and taming it is not nearly as difficult as it may seem. You just have to go into this prepared. Make some dino gates and be very strategic about where you plan on taming this thing at. Sometimes taming it right where these guys spawn is the worst place because there's a lot of other hostile dinos around. Also make sure that when you're taming one of these that they don't have a mate nearby that's going to bum rush you and ruin the tame halfway through it as well. So preparation. Preparation is the name of the game with taming this guy, the Griffin. But that's about it. Hope you guys enjoy this. It's a very quick video. Most of these taming videos are going to be fairly quick videos, but this is really the best method that I use to tame them. There's a slew load of other methods, but this is just what works for me. Hopefully it works for you too. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot something in the comments. Please subscribe, like, share, throw me a comment down there. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what the next creature you want to see tamed is. I'm kind of just picking willy-nilly creatures. I'm just kind of going through and picking ones that I think people might want to see. I'm going to start taking some creatures with some more special abilities, maybe. More of the more unique special ability creatures, and kind of do taming videos on them, and then also show you how those creatures work. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and until next time.